celebrating Africa's rich cultural heritage.
PDP candidate cast his vote. The governorship aspirant and candidate of the People Democratic Party, Eyitayo Jegede, at about 9 a.m. arrived his polling unit 9 of Ward 2 in Akure South Local Government to cast his vote. He arrived the unit located inside the Sacred Heart Primary School Cathedral in the company of his wife, Eno Jegede, amidst few individuals that escorted him. Upon arrival, Eyitayo Jegede joined the queue with others who were on the voting line. After a short while, Eyitayo Jegede and his wife were forced to seek shelter under the balcony in front of the classroom just as rain disrupted the electoral process and caused a disorder in line arrangement of the people. After a while, it was time for Eyitayo Jegede to cast his vote, but the card reader malfunctioned, starting with his wife, which later influenced his own as well. After waiting for a few minutes for the repair of the card reader device, which eventually came up, Eyitayo was able to cast his vote at about 10 minutes after 11, approximately 2 hours after his arrival. Speaking with pressmen after the vote casted, he expressed joy with the large turnout of the people of the state. He further expressed displeasure with the card reader device that went off during his time to cast his vote, while calling on INEC to ensure that they take prompt action on the card reader so that others will not witness card reader failure subsequently. Eyitayo went further to also express displeasure on the conduct of some security agencies who could not take action on some persons in official uniform standing behind people while casting their votes. He further condemned the attack meted out to his supporter by thugs who were in the company of a former commissioner of the state in Owo, local government area of the state.
The voters put
the mic down now. Follow the mic down now. The mic one leg now. Have camera.
I am a little disappointed at some of the officers there. Because you have an officer standing directly behind the person casting the vote, and you have them giving allowance to a person who should not be there, giving signals to some people in their presence until I protested. And again, with INEC, I've had good reports about INEC in Edo, everywhere. I had good reports and I saw good things happening until it came to my son. And then this machine suddenly malfunctioned. And I had to be delayed, and I insisted I would stay until the machine works. And my wife's card also did not pass through. And then we tested others who were behind me. Their cards did not also pass through. So all of us waited there. After the protest, exactly 10-11 minutes thereafter, the machine started functioning again. So we give glory to God. I had voted, and I'm hopeful that it will work out well.
What's the feedback from other parts of the state, from your agents?
Well, because I need to verify a lot of all this information. I know that in respect of the voting, the major areas have been okay, except for Owo, where Sadiq Obanoye, one of our leaders, was attacked at the polling unit by somebody who claims to be a leader in Owo, who went there with people who are dressed in armed camouflage with a pilot vehicle. The particulars of the registration are there with Sadiq Obanoye has given them to me, SPY. The person who owned the vehicle is
Eyitayo called on President Muhammadu Buhari to show leadership duty by ensuring that the issue is not drawn under the carpet without justice meted to the defaulters.
And I seize this opportunity to call on Mr. President to please demonstrate leadership at this point and investigate this singular incident that happened in Owo, where one former commissioner had to instruct thugs to inflict violence on his own kinsman because he believes the kinsman is with Eyittayo Jegede. In Akure South, at Ijomu Junction, one of the NURT leaders, who we all know, who also has immunity from the government, brandishing guns and shooting. And you see on social media, I hope the man did not die because you see blood all over him from gunshots. Mr. President should please, in the name of this country, for the future of our nation, investigate, direct investigation of this incident and make examples of those who perpetrated it. Nobody should be above the law. Absolutely nobody. This is one incident where Mr. President must demonstrate that I am for no one, I am for everyone. And I hope and I trust him that if he hears my voice this time around this day, he will investigate all incidents that happen in Igbele and Owo and the one that happened today, because all they want to do is to discredit him. It's not me they want to discredit. It is Buhari they want to discredit. This is an APC controlled state, as I suspect. And they know our rising profile. And those who are desperate will continue to do things that are intended to turn and obstruct the will of the people. But I thank the voters. They have come out massively. I'm surprised. Massively, despite the rain. And the rain stopped anyway because we are voting to allow us to vote. So I thank you all, President. But I also ask that you please concentrate also on the voting area, where you have officials in uniform sitting down directly behind those who are voting and taking signals. Officials in uniform. Customsman, one customsman is there. One customer by name, one Ghanaian or somebody seated there at the back. And we kept asking, leave the place. And it's not there because it's an official. We must set standards. There must be new values. And God help.
The PDP candidate Eyittayo Jegede has just voted and exercised his franchise after spending like 2 hours in the polling unit. You know, when he came initially, he was on the queue, then rain disrupted the process, then later on, he joined the queue again. And when he was about to vote, the card reader went off and brought up issues. There are so many insinuations in the air that people are complaining that why is it that it is when it is his own turn to vote, that was when the card reader went off. Oh, so many persons were amazed, so many persons were bringing up perceptions that they are displeased with the process. But along the line, he was able to get accredited and the card reader came up, then he exercised his franchise. After exercising this, he expressed displeasure on the security agencies with the way they are looking at some persons who are dressed in official form who stand behind people that are voting. He said President Muhammadu Buhari should come into this and ensure that security agencies do well in their duties. He also expressed displeasure over the clashes that has occurred in other places, in other polling units in the state, particularly Owo, where one of his supporters was due to thugs attack. So he expressed displeasure on this and he called on President Muhammadu Buhari that justice must prevail and such must not go unpunished for the defaulters. Kayode Ayeni, ABN TV News.